Sweet, we're back doing some coding on DawnSpark. Keep getting these errors. These should be pretty simple to fix. And then we're just going to tidy up some code and just make it better in general, really. Don't know why these errors keep coming up, because like all we're doing is refreshing all the nodes. And don't need that anymore. Come in here. Don't need that. Don't need that. And don't need that. Stormy, hi, how are you doing? You having a good day, Stormy? So we come to quest tracking, come to the graph, and refresh the nodes, and it works. It's such a weird error. Javik, how are you doing today, Javik? Hello from Russia, bro. Hello from England. Hope life's treating you well. Okay, what's the problem here? My pack with rifle and pistol animations is beautiful. Very thanks. Yeah, I mean, the pack was good. It's good to give something back. I can't take much credit for it. The Python script that I used to create it did a lot of the work. I didn't do very much of the work on it. That's why I had to give it away. Well, I didn't have to, but that's why I gave it away for free, because it felt wrong to charge people for something that I'd used a Python script for. So we just gave that away. Live in Wales, Cornwall, Scotland. Just England, just central England. I'm not. I wish I was Welsh. It's much nicer in Wales than where I am. Wales is beautiful. Right, so that should work. Beautiful. Pick up this custard bun, and then that gets looted. Come over here. First quest. Select this. Nice, nice. Okay. Let's go. I have no idea where South Ural is. I'm not very worldly. But as long as it's a nice place and you enjoy it, then that's good, right? That game looks cool. I hope so. I hope it will be. Once we are finished doing what we need it to do, it should look decent. This is only my little test area where we set up all of the different mechanics. But once we'll have an open world as well. We're just building everything out at the moment. Let's make sure that when we get a reward, we're getting all of our rewards. So pick this up. Ah, we are. Look at that. Beautiful. Axe and sword. Nice. Okay. That's good. So now we need to fix this thing. There we go. This horrible overlay that comes up. Amazing. You're a really good game dev. Well, I appreciate the sentiment. Often I don't feel, I'm sure you can feel that. I don't feel that one. Just imposter syndrome, man. But I like what we do. It's good. I work in an Uzbek game studio. We're making a game about the Mongol Empire. That sounds awesome. What kind of game is it in the Mongol Empire? Stormy, what are you working on as well? What are you up to? Nice. I usually use it on Unreal Engine. I'm an 11-year-old game dev. I only know blueprints. Mate, I only know blueprints. I don't know any. I can't say I don't know any C++ because I do know some C++. But yeah, I wish I started younger. I'm a lot older now, and I wish I started when I was younger. But you can't live with regrets. I made like a city game. Like what kind of city you can fight? What kind of city game? Give me an example of a game that's like the one that you've made. It's kind of like GTA. Fair. If I have this fill screen and then we turn the blur off. By the end of this year, we're planning to release a demo version on Steam with a page with so many CIS festivals. It's kind of like GTA. Awesome, man. Yeah, get that Steam page up. That's what's important. That'll be why. Wow, look at that. Already fixing stuff. Boom, quest completed. Oh, that's loads better. It's good. What's the Mongol Empire game about, Javik? Is it a sort of God of War type game, or is it like a top-down game? What's the premise of it? That can go away. Oh. Have you guys tried Unity? I'm probably going to use Unreal Engine and use Unity a little. I don't know. I mean, like, you're young, right? So it's you've got all the time to learn and like think about what you're going to use. So I think that getting lots of different experience with lots of different things is a good idea. Javik, how Mount and Blade? I've never played Mount and Blade. I feel like I've missed out. I'm very sheltered in my game playing experience. The Squeeze, thank you for joining us, my friend. How are you? Have you implemented a key system with doors? I have indeed implemented a key system with doors. Here is a door. It opens and closes. I don't have a key for this. It also works with chests. As well. So there's a key system here for doors. I want this UI marker to work properly, and it doesn't seem to be working properly. It loops all the time, it checks the distance. Tristan Hill, how are we today, Tristan? Are you well? Game is like a third person, just city game. You have cars and inventory system, guns. It's fine, but I'm not good at modeling. The game is fun. That is all that matters. I mean, look at like Schedule 1 and things like that. They're just modeled with weird little characters and stuff, and people like it. So art is subjective, man. I suck at art. That's why none of my tutorials are on art. Notifications, quest button, quest style button. Quest objective. What am I trying to fix? I've forgotten what I'm doing. Quest, collect some apples. That's fine. It's fine too. Let's just accept that. Accept that. Go to our quest log. Everything requires apples because that's the easiest thing. The apples are the secret to game dev. Like, they're not at all, but it's just the easiest thing to say that something is required. Find out in the first quest, collect apples. That's alright. So what is... This is horrible. We hate this. Abilities. That's horrible, so we hate that too. That's not pretty. But the rest of it is fine. No worries, thank you for joining us, Stormy. I hope you have a great weekend, a great day. I appreciate that, my friend. It would be if I can fix this. This is an update in a runtime, which is new. Good luck with your game. Can't wait to see it. Right. Well, that's a new problem that I didn't expect to see. Something for another day. We'll sort that another day. Third person character can turn off this collision radius. I can start having a look at some of these movement things. See. This is an absolute mess of code. This is what happens when, like, you don't worry about how things are laid out and you just try and code quickly. It becomes this absolute carnage. Kingston, how are you, my friend? I hope you're well. You're from a JavaScript/Flutter background. What is the good approach to learn Unreal? How did you learn JavaScript? Like, it depends on what you want to do in Unreal. I presume it's video games, but I could be wrong. It could be like cinematics and stuff. If you already have some sort of programming or scripting background, then you might want to just crack on with C++ sort of thing. But if you want to do blueprints, then your best bet is just to start. Like, oh, this is the right mess. So this gets the owner, it gets the movement component, we get the last input vector and the rotation. Then we do a select on what that's doing. And this isn't doing anything, so that's fine. This can be damn, man, it's horrible. It's the dodge montage that sets it up there. So if I just have a new So let's make sure that we are moving, which is good. All right, okay. So this checks we are moving. Then if we're not moving, then do we go backwards? This should send us backwards 180 degrees by the sounds of it. It does. We're moving forward, that's fine. We're moving backwards. Weirdly, if we're rolling backwards, we're not using any stamina, so that's a problem. So actually this code isn't doing anything like it should do. Okay. So this is setting the rotation. The pitch is not equal to 0, pick 1. Right, so what if I just disconnect this? What does this do? Nothing. Oh, that's bad. That's not now even rolled in if we're at the start. Yeah, I mean, that's not even doing anything at all, so that is more of a problem. That's more of a problem. Why is that? So we equip. There's our attack. No, we can't roll. Well, that's not good. It means there's a problem somewhere. Should have given myself more stamina. Just check something. Okay, that's beautiful. So there's a problem here, which comes from the spacebar, which comes from our third-person player, which is on the event graph, which is on IA jump. So this is jump and dodge. So it's setting the dodge input buffer, checking if we're near a ledge, which is how we grab on. We are near a ledge, and we continue. No, if we're not near a ledge, we continue, sorry. And then we're checking, we're executing. Horrible. Okay. So this is checking if we are aiming, blocking, or executing an ability. And, or that we're not doing that, sorry. If that's not true, then we go into this. This checks if we've got a weapon equip. If true, it cancels the block, which is on right mouse button, and sets the action tag to dodging, and then we dodge. If we're not moving, okay, so it's here that the tag doesn't get removed because we're in this dodge and we're not calling anything to remove the dodge. Okay, well that's fine. So we can remove the gameplay action tag. From here, if we're not doing anything. There's our jump. Jump is fine. Equip an axe. Still able to do this. And then if we're moving forward, then we can do a little roll. But that wasn't the problem. The problem was that when we do our little backwards roll, we're not modifying the stamina. So actually, all of this code, well not all of it, so this code here can go here. And then this code that checks what we're doing needs to go here. If that's true, we go up here, and if that's false, then we go down here. So now, even when we're not moving, we should still use stamina. There we go. Now I can roll backwards as much as I want, and forward, and we use stamina, which is what we want. So that's good. Another thing fixed, which is all we want really. Except this is all a mess. And I dislike all of this code. So let's move that over here. And move that. All of this could be a function. In fact, most of this could be a macro, be a global function as well. So we're getting this like multiple times, getting this stats component and getting stamina, so we can just convert that into something else. So I bet we're doing that in other parts of the game as well. What about if we just get the owner here? Get rotation? Get the actor rotation. And I use that instead. I'd much prefer to use that so that I can have this on enemies as well. Yeah, that's fine. So we can get rid of the get player. Just use the get owner. Which I've done up here, but then I did something different down here. Well, that makes no sense, doesn't it? Sometimes you make decisions and you're just like, oh, why did I do that? I don't remember why I did that. Modify stamina cost, set that to get owner, set that to like here. Why have I done it here? Just test this again. Pick up this time. And now I should do the badger. Okay then, so there's that. We started to fix stuff and identify problems, which is good. I want to convert this into a global function that I can just call. So we'll do that. Blueprints. Content. I use functions, function library. This is for widgets. Get component. Get stats. Get current stat, get current stat. This might not equate to anything. Yeah, return node here. Put that into here. Then we can say get current stat, and hit do get current stat. This needs to be a pure function. Does that make it any cleaner? I mean, it reduces the amount of nodes in here, but it doesn't really do much. And there's too much of a hard reference for me to be overly happy as well. Doing this, yeah. Doing this, okay, cool. Then event on landed when we jump, we are removing the jumping tag and the current action tag. That seems alright. So much stuff in this. So this looks at a loot table. Hello, Praise. How are you today? You well? The name of this game that we're working on is called DawnSpark. It hasn't yet got a Steam page. We're just getting everything set up. Just thought I'd stream something different while I worked on it, just for a bit of a giggle. Why have I got this attached to my character? You're just new to Unreal. Awesome, man. Welcome. What are you planning on making? What are you trying to work with? What have you learned so far? Should still work as expected, even though there's no loot on this. That's fine. Geeky. Still learning how to make player movements and a little bit of level design. Awesome, man. Level design is a whole art form in itself. I suck at level design. I'm really bad at level design. Then Mark Nunye, I appreciate the sentiment, my friend. Not sure I completely agree. There's a lot of great game devs and all sorts, but I appreciate the comment. Look at that, beautiful. Sweet. Okay. How are you, Mark? Are you well? So this is a project that I made when I like first started learning game dev. That's why there's so many comments on here and why it's so messy, which means that I forget what I have done. Man, that's too kind, man. That's too kind. I I appreciate I appreciate it. Um, yeah, like not I mean, the I make a bit of money off YouTube. Like it's enough to buy a takeaway every now and again, which is nice. But I don't plan on doing any sort of Patreon courses or any like crazy pricing that's going to stop people moving forward or developing. I just Everyone's trying to live their life right, and the price of everything just keeps going up. So I don't want to be the cause of someone not being able to learn something. Plus, like I've not released anything. I can't even call myself a game dev. I don't know how like everything works. I'm not a pro. I'm just a guy on the internet. So it feels disingenuous to say give me money when I've got nothing to show for it. Update inventory. Yes. Open chest. So we're doing that because structures suck. Passing structures between one place and something else tends to break them, which is awful. Okay. And we've changed all the names of our weapons, so that's why nothing appears. And this one can have a custard button. I mean, think of it as we're all climbing a mountain. You may not be at the peak, but you're helping people get to the next level, and most people just racing to the top. Yeah, I'm not competing with people. But what's the point? I want to learn from people as well. So I love it when people like are in the comment section and they're like, "Oh yeah, you could do it this way, or you could have done it that way, or here's something you may not know." I'm like, "Yeah, give me all that information. I'll absorb it all." Like I'm not here to say that I'm the best or like whatever. There's just no point. I want to learn something as well. Sweet. I suck at art. That's why all of these suck. Oh man, I'm gonna sort out the preview. That's annoying me. Third person, blueprints, inventory. What's happening? Yeah. This is all still connected, so that's all fine. Is the render target? The render target's not broken, surely. I either work with Blender slash UE5. I mean, I work in UE5. I don't work in Blender at all. I can't. It's so unintuitive. I don't know what to do with it. So I just stay away from it. Where's the items? There's equip armor. What? Yeah, it's a mess, but it's free. Yeah, I mean, anyone that can use it is impressive to me, man. Like, yeah, it looks just not how I would want to use something, but people do a good job of it. It should overwrite. You got an awful animation that was included with the locomotion pack, and none of the IK is hooked up, so I feel like I'm going to have to couple it. Oh man, that sounds horrible. Animation is not my strong suit. Yeah, no, that sounds like a lot of work, honestly. Very sure this was working. If I do this, is it because the game? Okay. So if the game is paused, then it probably won't update. I bet there's like an update on pause or whatever. Tick even when paused, look at that. So does this now update? Oh man. How good we are. Just so good. We're not. We're just. You gotta shout about your own victories, man. And what's weird is all the other animation's really good. Anyway, I better stop looking. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Unreal, man. Unreal be Unreal in. Just at times, there are things that happen, and I'm like, why did that happen? How did that happen? So I get it. That goes there. Beautiful. That means that I can bring this up. I can tick this off to say that I did it. Cool. Okay. Let's just keep moving through and improving as we go. So on begin play, this starts to regenerate our health and our mana and our stamina. Have we got a regenerate? Cantuk. What do you think about fab, gold or trash? In terms of what? In terms of selling on, or in terms of finding stuff, or what? Give me some reference about what, like, what do you mean? As a user or as a seller? So that's the mana going up on the left. Let's say overall. I'll give you my opinion on both then. As a seller, it's all I've ever known. I didn't sell on Marketplace before, and I sell all my stuff for free, so I'm happy with it. Like, people are buying the assets as a pro seller, so I'm making a little bit of money there, which is nice. And yeah, like people, there have been mistakes on there. There's still a mistake on my 1,700 animations asset where the people can't download it directly, and that's not my fault. That's Fab's, and I'm seeing other people that are suffering similar mistakes. So there's definitely some sort of issue in how things are being set up. Like one of the assets that I showcased the other day was that interaction plugin, and I just couldn't download it for the life of me, which you can't upload it to Fab unless it works. So there's obviously something cracking off somewhere that is causing a problem. My traps asset, when I first launched that was like broken. Someone broke it in where it was meant to be stored in its update. So that was really frustrating because I advertised that a little bit and people were telling me they just couldn't download it, and that was nothing to do with me. That was all Fab. So it's got its good side and its bad side as a seller. I think as a user, they need to sort out their stance on AI, because like you're either for it or against it, right? Like, very rarely you find someone who's in the middle for AI. But I think it's getting better. Like they've introduced a lot of things that are there. The launch was awful. Yeah, I mean the launch was not good, but I think it's getting there. It's getting better. If people turned on the community stuff, I'd like people to be forced to turn on the community stuff, like the comment section. Like that should just be forced to be on. But then when I get a comment, I don't see it because I don't get an email for it. So they need to improve that as well. There's a lot of improvements I would like, but those improvements were also there when the marketplace was there. So, like I say, it's getting better. I'm happy in the direction that it's going. And like getting more assets for free seems to be good. I mean, Epic seems to be moving in the direction of helping new indie devs, which is nice. Like the latest update to StackerBot is really strong, like really powerful. So hopefully that answers your question. What do you think of it in its current state? Where are you at now? I know you didn't like it at the start, but what about now? I mean, it all depends on what you want out of it. Like, if you're a newcomer, then I think you're happy to get anything for free at a certain point, until a certain point, sorry. But now I've been doing this for a little while, I'm a bit like, okay, I can see where the cracks are and where the problems are and how it could be better. Yeah, I mean, you got to remember who you're pricing for. Like, most of the people here will be indies or people that are just starting out. So dropping like £1,000 on an asset isn't going to be viable for most people. It's not even viable for me, and I've been working most of my life. So I don't know, man. People, I think asset sellers need to remember they're actually mostly beginners as well. Like, I've seen some assets on sale that people have done, and they're not great. And asking people for £100 for them just seems to be excessive. So I don't know. It's a hard line to tread as a seller and as a buyer as well. You also don't want to. The other thing that I really want Fab to do is start removing some of these assets that have been shown to be bad or people that are inactive. 250k 3D products, 80% users. I mean, yeah, but like useless to you and useless to me, that could be two different things as well, right? So, what do you animate with, Blender or Unreal or Maya? Unreal, I animate with, and Blender, a friend animates with. And then if I need something very specific, I will probably end up going to the marketplace and purchasing it. Or Humble Bundle. Humble Bundles are fantastic. They're just really good value for money if you can find one that you like. I've had a lot of Humble Bundles that are good, but most of the stuff that is on Fab, like we've been saying, is environment assets, and the main reason for that is that you don't need to support environment assets like at all. You just publish them and they're gone. That's it, finished. Whereas if I make a code asset, I've got to update it to the next one, and I've got to then, like, if someone's having I don't have to, but I've done. But like, if someone has a problem with some of my code or a animation pack or something that I've done, then I want to support them in fixing it because it makes me look bad and it gives them a bad impression. But you're never really going to have much of a problem with environments because they are just what they are, right? They're one and done. Yeah, if you can get a good Humble Bundle, you are laughing. Like I post the Humble Bundles that I feel are good. I don't post the ones that I feel are bad. And when I say bad, the ones I just don't want. Like if I want a Humble Bundle and I've brought it, then I'll advertise it. But I don't tend to advertise the ones that I don't buy myself because it just feels a bit disingenuous. It's like the Fabs. It's like the Fab free stuff. I don't just what's it called? I don't just say, oh, Fab free stuff is out and then have a glide through the thing. I'm like, I want to use this. What's it actually look like? What's its use cases? Has it got any bugs in it? Where's it going wrong? I want to give you as much information as possible. And the same for the Humble Bundles. Like if I buy a Humble Bundle, I'm going to download it and I'm going to play with it and I'm going to open it up and use it. Why is this not a function? Because you can't have an animation side a thing. But I could have all of these up to a certain point of function. Should still be cleaner. And I'll rename a function because it's here. Drinking potion. Are there any good Humble Bundles on at the minute? I actually haven't checked. I normally get an email. Let's have a look. Humble Bundle. Humble Bundles software. What's good? RPG Maker. Learn programming 2025. It also cybersecurity analysis one might be decent. Also depends on who's doing them as well. The data science developer one, that's a horrible. It's not really an Unreal one, is there? No. Oh, maybe this Kit Bash one is an Unreal one. Where do you get it? Bundle details. Oh, so you will redeem it on the Kitbash 3D website. So it could give you a fab code. It could also store it somewhere else. The best ones are the ones that provide you with actual like fab codes to be able to use and put them in your fab library so you can import them easier. Those are the best ones. Alright, drinking potion. We're checking if we can execute action. Then we're setting the current action tag. How am I doing this? Oh, that's wrong. Gameplay tags. Oh, that's a naughty thing that I've done there. Because we're not even checking. Bollocks. Oops. No. Yeah. Gameplay tags. And then hashtag, yeah. Yeah. So put that here. Put that. Get rid of that. Like this. Get gameplay tags. That's because this isn't connected. And neither is this. And it all works now. Funny how that works. Okay, cool. So what? Over £1,000 like dollars on the humble orders. That is too much money. What did you get? Was there anything good? Oh, what were you buying? I didn't see anything that I thought was like crazy. Set movement speed potions. It's kind of much. I mean, yeah, that's why they're so good, because you can like buy as many, because you get all those assets for a lot cheaper. What I've noticed is that the quality is hit and miss sometimes. Like sometimes there'll be assets that are worth that sort of price, and sometimes you'll be like, oh, this, I can see why this is on sale, because someone hasn't. So that's healing, but it's not getting rid of the thing. The game I'm making is the linear zone with Friday, is all stuff needed for levels, play cards, and everything. Yeah, I mean the artist is good at what they do. Let's check that. But they have humble bundles. I don't think I've ever brought a Lee artist asset at full price. Like if I'm buying one, I'm just waiting for it to drop. Like I don't. They always are on sale. There we go. You. No, mate, yeah, 100%. I'm not gonna buy. Oh, I'm not gonna spend $100 on one art asset. I'm not even gonna say I can make it myself because I definitely can't. But I'm definitely not spending that sort of money on an art asset. I might spend it on a good, like, code asset. But yeah, 50 quid for 30 of them, I'll always do. I mean, he likes his juice, mate. I was just checking it was working. It seems to be working. Which is good. I get distracted by, like, talking to you guys and then get hardly any work done. I don't mind, but I'm just saying. Drinking potion. Wonder if I can just make that a thing. Pick up item. This comes in. It updates our quick slots. What happens when we use an item? Activate quick slot. Where does that go? Event. Yeah, I mean, most good assets should be modular. Like, you shouldn't buy an asset and it be the whole thing all put together. That would be horrible. Hold up. What is going on? Activate quick slot. So I should have an event activate quick slot. But I don't. So where's that going? What do I think about the FPS add-in packs? Depends which ones. Like, there's not many that I've seen. Yeah, it just depends which ones. Oh, activate quick slots, which is a event dispatcher. What's this binding to? Let's go to quick slots. Here we go. Bind event to activate quick slot. Quick slot cooldown, refresh quick slot. Yeah. Check if have quantity. So this is an item. Item count is more than 0. And this, then use the quick slot. Tell you which one I do like. The new one by who was it? I can't remember who it is. There's a new FPS one. like Gorka showed it off the other day, but it's the actual animation setup of it is nice. Find slot item. Item. So finding the item, that's all fine. Then, oops. We are using the item. But are we not clearing down? Because the error here is that sign this quick slot. Sign this here. Press 2. That's ER custard button. Go back here, sign quick slot, and that is here. So is this not clearing when we're building? Event graph, event construct. Set quick slot bindings. Yeah, that's fine. Refresh quick slots. So we're not removing from the quick slot when we use the item. So if we are updating the quick slot, removing the duplicate, just like this while I use it. Inventory, quick slot, update quick slot count. Change the quick slot count. No problem with that. Before you use it. Trying to find where I'm setting the quick slot count for the items that we've got so that we can get rid of the problem. So it shouldn't be coming up here. Whip or use item. Let's just do a Halen Bets. How are we, pal? You alright? slot icon. There's no check here. Comes from here. What? Am I buying Quicksource stuff? I'm not buying Quicksource stuff. I got a bunch of stuff from Quicksource back in the day, so I'm not touching any of Quicksource new stuff. What, are you buying Quicksource new stuff? Does anyone interest ambition to create most iconic? Iconic is in what exactly, bro? Not buying Quicksilver, by the way. I'm upset. Yeah. No, I don't think it is the start of a spam message. I think he just wants to find people to help him out with, perhaps. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm just naive. I don't think this is removing. Yeah, it's not. Okay, so the set icon that we're doing here. Construct here, set quick slot, set icon. The icon visible. So we loop through, and if the index is, oh, is there a link? 2 seconds. Let's try and activate the links up. We gotta maybe figure out how to let you post link or find the link. Nah, they're not allowed, but I want to take a look at this procedural FPS kit v2. Let's take a look at this. Let's explore it together. Fab. Bloody hellfire. You spent 75 quid on this. a lot of money. There it is. A fair whack of money. Oh, this looks good. Like, this is cool. I'm not sure I'd spend 75 quid on an asset, but there's a lot of focus on the recoil and the movement speed to hit them. But that was cool. Right, why is this doing what I want it? Don't want it to do. Breakpoint. Do I want to check out your fab store? I mean, yeah, let's take a look at your fab store. What's your fab name? Come on, I'll give you some free advertising. Okay, cool. Like, as long as you didn't buy it like that, would be insane to me. That's a lot of money. Yush VFX. Mikkel, how are you, my friend? I hope you're well. I'm only getting... see, Yush VFX. See, I'm only getting someone... Oh, mate, exams, man. Exams. I've just turned in one of my projects for uni. So I feel you, bro. Like, is this you? Yush VFX store. There's a lot of niche effects in here. Like goblets, buckets, scythe. They're all pretty niche. Metal claw. Magnifying glass. Yeah, I mean they look nice. But yeah, blowtorch. Like it's all niche stuff. Where it's like, yeah, spell FPS. What's that one look like? Blind. Yeah, seems cool. Like, if someone's looking for something, then it's like pretty niche and stuff. Mikhail, what am I working on? Just random stuff, mate. I've fixed a few bugs in the game, and I'm just looking at fixing a couple more before I have to jump off and make the kids some food. That's fine. I'm not gonna hit the preview vids. 2 seconds. Let me try and fix this, and then I'll hit a preview vid. Still got it stored in the background. Oh no, something has broken. Oh, sorry. I thought you were the owner of the store. I thought I'd done enough free stuff. Right. So this isn't removing this when we use it. That is not what we want. That sucks butts. I mean, yeah, it's good. Like, one object for 70 hours. Like, it seems cool. Like I say, it's just niche. So you're not gonna find a huge amount of people that are potentially using it, but it's cool, man. So what we need to do is, this is the widget which updates on usage. So you type in stat FPS, and it's there. So you come down to the bar as top bottom, and you type in stat, and then there's a bunch of like different stats and stuff. There's a whole like GPU setup here, so you can see what's actually causing your milliseconds as well. So at the minute it's my volumetric cloud, which I'm fine with for the most part. But later I'll have to look fully into it. What's it called? Oh, this part. This is the. I'm pretty sure this was in file. This one. This shield Niagara material. Yeah. Yeah. No, we did. I didn't make it. My friend made it. There we go. GPU. So if we go file or edit, it's in editor preferences, I'm sure, because I'm pretty sure it's across all of my projects. And then there's a binding for this. I didn't know that. In stats. Right, project settings. FPS. I will let you know. I cannot remember for the life. So the problem that we have is in this use actor. Clip or use item. It's Melon TTV. How do? Just me and a friend. One of the guys that I started game dev with back a year ago. Yeah, so we're just working on something. This is just what we had going on back then. We just kept going with it. As our first game. What we probably should have done is binned it off and restarted, but we didn't do that. Drinking potions. Change stats. Destroy actor. At no point in here am I using diversion as revision control. Oh, 100% I am. Without a doubt. I love that. Like, it's just so good. If I... Yeah, no, I think diversion is a fantastic source control. Sound quick slot. Okay, so there's 5 here. That's fine. Why have I not got 5 up here? That's a problem. Number of items not in display. And what was the error? Quick slot it's Man TV. I just start releasing my stuff on Fab to help others out. When you say help others out, is that free stuff or is that stuff that you are charging for to help others out and help yourself out with extra money as well? No judgment, but I just would like to know. Like, if it's free, I'll advertise the hell out of it, mate. Quick slot. Still appears when. What? How would you go about making a hexagon tower spawn with different variants, like in Civilization? God, I didn't play Civilization until Civ 2. I haven't played Civilization in a long time. Do you mean like different squares with different biomes? Like one would have grass on it, and one would have like snow on it, and stuff like that? When should be empty and assign it a new quick slot. And then there was one other error that I cannot remember now. Oh, options menu doesn't go away on occasion. Yeah. I mean, I'll take a look at your store. Like, what's your publisher name? It'll make a blueprint for each tile, then use a spawn hat to randomize blueprint. I mean, you don't need to make a blueprint for each tile. You can just use a data table to store all the information about the different types of blueprints, and then you can randomize them at runtime. That would work. So you would have, so like here I have this item, but it's not actually an item, it's just a cube. And in the construction script, it takes the information from the data table and like randomizes it. The bigger issue that you would have would be spawning your world. Like, you're probably going to want to look into some sort of PCG, procedural content generation, to spawn a new world and stuff. The database is just, data tables are super easy. Well, I get they're super scary, but they're super easy to pick up. I'll give you a quick run through of data tables. You need a structure. A structure will contain all the information of the data table. So if I make it specific to you, yours would be like zone type, or like surface type, grass, snow, etc. Any movement cost that you have here would be available as well. And then you create a data table and it reads that structure, and you just put in all the information for what you need. So this axe, for instance, this item name, there's an item class, what it looks like, its icon, how many I can have in a stack, where it goes on the body, if it needs a skeletal mesh or not. Like, all of this information just put in here, and then at runtime it populates. It depends how you're going to do it. So for you it'd be random, right? So you would need to randomize the choice of what you're choosing. But in a normal blueprint, you would just have the item info open to the world, so you can set that as whatever you want. So in the world for items, this is the data table, because here this dropped item info is instance editable and exposed on spawn. Oh, sorry, no, it's this item name DT. yeah, you just get the data table and break it out into what it is. So this one's just to check what it is. So if the item class is valid or not, I know that it's a dropped item and stuff. No, like it just reads it as like an Excel spreadsheet, really. Which just depends on what. My stuff hasn't been approved yet, sadly. My approval process is a pain. Yeah, no, I'll feel you on that. The approval process is not pretty and a real pain. Working on a door system that will be free. Are we in direct competition? I've got a door system that was free. I mean, it's cool. Like, yeah, reach out when it goes live. I'll have a look at it. I'll probably see it before you manage to reach out though, because I'm always checking what's free and always trying to make videos on stuff. There's nothing. I mean, there might be a couple of bits that's decent free at the minute. Let's have a look. Newest. All of these modular. Like, I was going to make a video on what was free, and then I realized that all of these are by the same person, and there's like 50 of these characters. Oh, this guy's cool though. Would I bring you? You're mine. So like most of the video would be just like, oh, characters. Here's another one. Here's another one. Just a bit like, oh, that's not good. Hopefully this guy's updated his asset. He hasn't. No, just by the end of the year. Like, if we can get a good demo by the end of the year, then that'd be fun. There's no rush for me. I'm not trying to make something I'm not proud of. And it's not for anyone apart from me and my kids. Like, if you play it, cool, man, that would be awesome. If you don't play it, that's fine too. My kids will be happy to play it, and they're excited to play it. And that's, yeah. Not trying to be a dick or anything, do you know what I mean? But my expectations are low. My expectations are low were low for the channel as well. I was happy when like 2 people watched, but I was always expecting no people to watch. So the amount that we've managed to achieve is pretty insane. So yeah, I'm in no rush. We've got a full quest system, there's a full inventory, there's a basics of an ability system here, quest systems, the stat system, all of it needs a bit of work. See, they can be free, but it's the licensing that you need to look at. No, on Fab's licensing, then it's all fine. The standard license lets you use them in whatever. The CCO license lets you use them inside any asset as well. It doesn't matter what's written in here. What's written here is the licensing terms that they've agreed to. So as long as you understand the standard license and the pro license and the CCO license, like none of my assets are CCO. So CCO means that you can use them in absolutely anything. Like I could sell an asset with your asset in. That's the CCO license, as long as I give you credit. The standard license means that you can't do that. In fact, there was some CCO assets the other day that I was like, this shouldn't be a CCO because this is too good. Where was it? Ooh, that's a good one to get. We'll have you, my friend. So like this visual sandbox, for instance, is a CCO. So I could literally sell this as my own asset if I wanted to. And that's how CCO works. But if this was a standard license, I wouldn't need to. Like I wouldn't, if you don't want to see your other people ripping off your stuff, like you shouldn't put it down as CCO, you should just put it down as standard. There's that free FPS template I was talking about that has decent animations. Like this is CCO as well. So you just need to give credit and then you can sell it as your own. It's pretty insane. But yeah, as long as you just use the standard licensing and just keep an eye on things. It's this one. The stylized post-processing unit is CCO. I think this one shouldn't be. I think it's too good to just let people use willy-nilly. But anyway. Oh man. Doors. We could have a door off, mate. See which doors are better. Your doors or my doors. Nah, not better. Everything's gonna be different. It'll be interesting. I like looking at other people's code to see what's on. How would I make quality animations for a Souls-like? Would Paragon be enough, or what would you suggest? I would start with Paragon, because they're probably the closest to AAA animations that you're going to get, because they were AAA animations. And then once your game is fun and enjoyable, then I would change it. Yeah, I wouldn't even focus on anything other than code. I'm lucky that I've got a guy who wants to do art and stuff, so I don't have to learn art. But if I was going to do all this on my own, then this would be a cube, this would be a cube, everything would be a cube or a square of a different color, until the game was fun. And that's what we're sort of working towards now, is with the quest system, just making it fun and enjoyable, and all the different challenges and puzzles here. And once that's sorted, then your game will set itself. Whee. Did they change how you trim frames? That's in 5.6, right? I saw your question. I don't know if I missed it. I did see it, and then I'm so busy at the minute. Gasp. Let's have a look, shall we? You get a live hands-on. Let's see. Probably should doors to me. Don't put yourself down, man. Like, I'm excited to see it. I want to see your door system, and I want to see what you're up to and how that works. Don't compare yourself to others. It will make you miserable. But I'm excited to see your stuff, man. You should let me know when it's out. I'm going to take a look, see now. Let's see. Fix pistol. Let's just make this a montage. So did they change how we cut it better? What? Did they make it so you only cut it inside? Yeah. So it seems you can only cut now inside of a sequence, not a montage. So what you can do inside a montage instead is change the start and end times, which would cut it. So if I make this like 2 seconds instead, then it'll play less. The issue becomes is like you need to chop out a certain bit. Like if you needed like frames 3 and 4 to not play, but 1, 2, and 5 and 6 to play. I hope I'm making sense here. Then you would have to. I would suggest then just doing it inside the actual sequence and duplicating it. No, it shouldn't. It shouldn't do. That's set at the play rate. So like here, we're ending all the way over here. And then I change this to end time to 2. And it stops early. So like, I suppose you could argue that it is speeding it up because it's stopping it early, but it's just seemingly cutting it down to 2 seconds instead of for and maintaining its play rate. If I change that to there. But yeah, doing more fiddly things like, oh, I only want this animation up to here and then the end bit here, that would be difficult. You could do it. I wouldn't recommend it, but you could do it just by adding in more montages here. So then this would cut at like 1.5. And then I would then have this one start at 1.8 and go on. This is going to look really random and horrible. So, yeah, that's a bit of a weird one. But yeah, that's how I would get around it or do it. Oh man, so it's like, I appreciate the sentiment. Talking of which, I am gonna shoot for an hour or two and make some food, but we may start another stream later on. I hope this has been enjoyable for you. I've managed to get some work done, which is nice. But hopefully you've had a nice time. I don't know what to say. But it's been absolutely a pleasure to talk to you all. Thank you all for tuning in, and we'll catch you the next time.